Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and the Premier League is finally starting tonight after months of waiting, 2.5 months. International football, watching the Euros, watching Copa America, watching the Olympics, and after all the transfer sagas that have all been going on, we are finally gonna have some club football. It has already started from last night. La Liga started, and today it's the Serie A and the League One and Premier League, and then tomorrow Serie A is starting as well. So football is really back tonight. Tonight it's the Premier League that is starting. So let's get right into it. We're gonna predict all the fixtures every week, and we're gonna and at the end of the week we are gonna review them and see how many of them did we get right. We're gonna play a small game. We for every prediction that I get correct, the team winning and the score, I'm gonna get 3 points. And if the score is not right but the team that I predicted wins, I get 2 points. And I've done this in the La Liga, and I'm gonna do it in every league as well. So at the end of every week we are gonna see how many points I've been able to accumulate. I would want you guys to play play the game as well. You can predict your scores in the comment section below, and when we do the review show at the end of the weekend, we'll see how many of which one of us got the highest score. So you can play along as well in the comments section below. So let's start the prediction. The first game today, the Premier League, is starting by Manchester United versus Fulham. And it is quite an interesting one to call because both of them have had quite a good transfer window. Man United have focused on getting their defenders because they were plagued by injuries last season, and they really needed some cover, some steel in the defense, and that's why they have brought in good defenders. Fulham, on the other hand, they have lost João Palhinha, but the signings that they have made, players like Emil Smith-Rowe, I think they are going to have a really good season. But the first game at Old Trafford under lights, United, from if we go by United from last season, you would expect United to lose the game, but I don't know why there's something this season about United that I don't think it's gonna be a better season for them. I think they are gonna have a good season, and that is why. But still, I'm gonna predict a very close game. I think United win it 2-1. They will take the lead. Fulham will equalize, and then around after 75 minutes in the last quarter of the game, United are gonna nick it because of the home advantage and all of that. I think United win the game 2-1. Moving on to the Saturday games is Ipswich Town versus Liverpool. First time for Ipswich Town in the Premier League after 20 plus years, and they get Liverpool side playing their first game without Jurgen Klopp. So both of these teams are going to be under the microscope, and even though I think Ipswich Town are going to create a great atmosphere at their stadium, and they are going to be up for it, they are going to be excited for it. I think Liverpool will have quite a lot, enough in the tank to get the win easily, and I think it's going to be a 2-0 win for the visitors. It's going to be a very entertaining game, but I think Liverpool win it quite comfortably in the end. The next game, it's Arsenal versus Wolves at the Emirates. I have predicted Arsenal to win the league, so and Arteta himself said that they need to win 38 out of the 38 games. And if you look at it, Wolves have lost quite important players. Kilman has left, Pedro Neto has left, and their transfer business has not really been that impressive. So I think it's going to be an easy victory for Arsenal. I'm going for a 3-0 Arsenal win. Next game is Everton versus Brighton, and I think this is where Everton's resurgence is gonna start. I think they are gonna have a very good season, and I think they are gonna have gonna start with a victory on the opening day. Brighton, they have a new manager this time around. Fabian Husler is this is going to be his first game in charge, and he's coming up again against Sean Dyche, who is very experienced, and especially they are playing the game at Everton's home stadium. So I am going for 2-1. 2-1. Let's say I will change it. I will keep it at 1-0. I'm confused about the score. I think Everton are gonna win. I will go back. I think Brighton are gonna score. You expect Brighton to score goals, so I am going for a 2-1 Everton win. I think they win the game and they start the season with a win. Then moving on to it's Newcastle versus Southampton. This is at Southampton. This is going to be their first game back in the Premier League. They are going to be very excited. They are playing a Newcastle side that is not in the Champions League this season. Their main focus is going to be to qualify for the Champions League. So they are going to be up for it. They have bought really well. Newcastle, Southampton have bought as really well as well, and I predicted them to be safe. I don't think they are going to get relegated, but I think on the opening day it's not going to work out for them, and I think Newcastle win this 3-1 quite comfortably. The next game is Nottingham Forest versus Bournemouth, and I think I have predicted Nottingham Forest to go down, but if they want to prove me wrong and they want to stay up, these are the type of games that they need to win. Bournemouth are coming in and they are not as potent as before. They have lost Dominic Solanke, so that's a big loss, and I think it is gonna hurt them. Especially he was very good in games like this. Like these were the games where you expected Bournemouth to win because Solanke was gonna score the goals, but because now he's not there, I think they are gonna struggle. And but again, Nottingham Forest themselves, I said in my preview that when I did the preview for Nottingham Forest, that they need to go out and they need to buy strikers. They have brought in players, but no potent goal scorer has come in with the one person that you can trust to get the goals. They have not even bought that, so I think it's going to be a cagey affair this game. So this is going to be my first boring 0-0 draw between Nottingham Forest and Bournemouth, and from a 0-0 draw to an exciting draw, it's West Ham United versus Aston Villa. These are the two teams that I have taken big gamble on in my prediction. I have predicted Aston Villa to finish sixth, and I have predicted West Ham to finish sixth and Aston Villa to finish fourth. And I have, because of that, I have put some big clubs on under Chelsea and Liverpool. I have put them 7th and 9th respectively. So, and then Spurs, I did not let them. I put them at 5th, and both of these clubs are playing each other in the first on the first game of the season, and I think there are going to be goals. Aston Villa like to attack and West Ham like to attack. Both have amazing players. They both signings are good. If I would have to give it, I would say West Ham having the home advantage might make it, but I'm not going to take that chance because I don't want to go against Unai Emery. I think he's doing an amazing job, and I think it's going to continue. That is why I'm going with a 2-2 draw at the London Stadium between West Ham and Aston Villa. The next game is Brentford versus Crystal Palace. This is quite an interesting game. I think both of these clubs are going to have a good season. They are going to possibly finish at mid-table. Brentford, they did not have Ivan Toney last year for almost of the season, and that affected their form. From being a top 10 club, they went on to finish 16th. They now have him for the entire season. They have got in Carvalho as well, so they have made good signing. The other signing, Tagore, he has unfortunately gotten injured, but with Toney in the team and Carvalho playing, I think that's a good side there. Crystal Palace, Eze is there, and they have made good signings as well. So again, this is going to be an interesting game as well, and again, I'm going to sit on the fence on this one as well. I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw between Brentford and Crystal Palace. Then comes the big game on Sunday night. It's Chelsea versus Manchester City. Oh, how much I would love a Chelsea win in this game to start the season with Manchester City losing. It would be really good as an Arsenal fan, but it is Chelsea. It is gonna be tough. It is gonna be under lights at Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. They have a new manager in Enzo Maresca. But again, it's Chelsea. I really don't know what to expect from them. I have predicted for them to finish at 9th because of the uncertainties surrounding the club, and because of that, and because Manchester City are Manchester City, I am gonna go with a City win. I don't think it's gonna be an easy win for City, but I think they are gonna make it. It's gonna be a 2-1 win for Manchester City, and they get the season rolling with a victory. And finally, the last game of the season, it's Leicester City versus Tottenham at the King Power Stadium under lights Monday night game, and I think it's a very easy win for Tottenham Hotspur. their new striker Dominic Solanke would love to start the season with a goal or two, and I think he has the perfect opportunity against Leicester City to do it. Leicester have not really invested in their squad. Their transfer business is not really good, and their manager Steve Cooper, I've been very honest with it. I said in the preview, I said in the predictions for the video for the season, I say as well, I think I don't really rate him. I think he's going to be one of the first managers to get the sack this year, and I think they are going to struggle. I am going to predict a quite convincing 3-0 win for Tottenham Hotspur. And with that, my predictions are then. I think these are going to be the teams that win their. This is the results for this weekend. So that is it. We'll see how much of them, how many of them I get right by Tuesday morning, and we'll talk about that in that video. Please let me know what you guys think of my prediction. You guys can predict your results, and we can play along this game, and we'll see who gets the most point in the. You can put your predictions in the comments section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. I am hoping to get to about 150 subscribers before the transfer window, and so let's help me get there. And we are going to start a new thing with this video. I want like about it's a very small task. I want 10 likes on this video. Like, it's a very small task, so let's go ahead and do that. We're going to increase it every video, but we because the Premier League is starting, because the football is back, let's have 10 likes in this video, and let's help me get to 150 subscriber before the transfer window ends. So that is it from me. Until next time, bye bye.